I want to start tonight with an intervention for a guy who, well, I think might have a serious problem.
Do you regret getting so involved in politics? Do you think it was a good thing to do?
I think I got a little too involved in politics, got carried away, frankly.
Great job, Elon. The first step is admitting you have a problem. That was Elon Musk this week in an interview with The Economist, confessing that he got too involved in politics. But it turns out that guy just can't quit, because less than a week after that interview, we got this news first reported by Axios last night. Quote, Elon Musk is planning a massive push for the Republican Party in this year's midterms. They report that Musk's resuscitating his dormant super PAC and has been in talks with Trump's team about how he can help in the midterms. The New York Times then posted a story of their own, revealing that Musk plans to spend at least $100 million in this year's election. He apparently intends to target Senate races in 5 states: Alaska, Iowa, Maine, Michigan, and Ohio. And he's thinking about getting involved in North Carolina, Georgia, and Texas as well. Now, folks, does that sound like a guy who really thinks he's too involved in politics? Just remember what happened the last time Elon decided to enter the political arena and become involved in politics. After helping Trump get elected in 2024, Musk sparked outrage and protests all across the country when he and his merry band of 20-year-olds started hacking away at critical government programs, firing career civil servants, and cutting social safety nets, all without delivering any discernible benefit to the American people. But like anyone with a serious problem, Elon Musk is still in denial about all of that.
I think it is a fair criticism that the way you shut down a whole bunch of programs probably, in fact, certainly caused unnecessary suffering. I mean,
no.
No?
No.
You don't buy that at all?
It caused a lot of complaining.
Elon Musk says everything is going fine and everyone is just complaining. Well, Harvard School of Public Health estimates that Musk's closure of USAID led to deaths of hundreds of thousands of people abroad. And researchers predict those same cuts could lead to millions of more deaths by the end of this decade. And how is the government doing with foreign aid in the aftermath of Musk's cuts? Well, this week, the State Department participated in a global conference in Brazil, right? All good, where they presented this map to conference attendees to highlight their funding of HIV programs in Africa. Okay, folks, now look closely at this map. You will see that they mislabeled every single African country on the continent. Not a single one is in the right place. So that's how things have been going since Musk gutted foreign aid programs and more than a year ago. And what about Musk's goal of cutting the deficit? Well, he didn't do that either. Just listen to what one of Elon's loyal tech bros had to admit in a deposition as part of a lawsuit brought against Doge.
You don't regret that people might have lost important income to support their lives?
No. I think it was more important to reduce the federal deficit from $2 trillion to close to zero.
Did you reduce the federal deficit?
No, we didn't.
So you weren't able to reduce the deficit, and you still don't regret that people lost some of their livelihood based on your actions?
Objection.
No.
Now the guy who brought you that disaster wants to jump back into the political arena. And what will Musk's goal be this time? What does he think a Republican Congress can help him achieve? Well, here's a headline from this week that might give you an idea. Quote, Elon Musk's xAI sues Minnesota over its first-in-the-nation law banning notification technology. Okay. You see, Minnesota's state legislature passed a law banning AI tools that let users generate sexually explicit images of people without their consent. Okay? Now, Musk and his company is fighting that law. That's the kind of thing Elon Musk is focused on right now, overturning laws that stop his AI robots from undressing you on the internet. And now that guy is planning to commit $100 million to help Republicans stay in power this November. Remember, Elon Musk spent more money than any other political donor in history to help Donald Trump get elected in 2024. Then in 2025, he tried to buy a Wisconsin Supreme Court election, handing out $1 million checks to voters in a stunt that Wisconsin election officials say was probably illegal. But the result of that spending have been mixed at best. Musk's candidate lost in that Wisconsin Supreme Court race when Democrats turned out in record numbers to push back against Musk and his influence. And Musk is still just as toxic with voters. A YouGov poll from last month found Americans disapprove of Musk by a 14-point margin, and independent voters disapprove of him by a 33-point margin. If anything, Musk's late entrance into this election cycle shows just how desperate Republicans really are.